many people don't know that at the 92 Olympic trials, that you right out made the national team in the 100-meter final. You
Right,
were
right.
you were denied a spot on the team to
Mhm.
Barcelona.
Yes.
Talk to us a little bit about that, because I know the public doesn't know that.
Right, right. Yeah, at that time I was working with Glenn Mills. I was training with Glenn Mills. I actually was at New York Tech. I took the whole semester off from school and went home to train. At, Me and Howard Burnett, we went home from January and we trained the whole season, right, leading up to the Olympic trials with Glenn Mills. So obviously when the trials came around, I was sharp because I was
Mhm.
studying. So I know I was in a good position to make the team, and I did.
Mhm.
Some had reason. I know I finished fifth. Some had reason when I heard the result. They said in eighth place was Wayne Watson, and I couldn't understand why. So one lady that was there as an official, she came over and said, "When did they give you hate?" I said, "Yeah, I don't know why. I thought I came fifth."
Mhm.
And she said she's going to check it out for me, but it didn't reach anywhere. They leave it at that. At the at the at the meeting, Dennis Johnson came back to me one day and said to me, after they have the meeting for the selection of the teams, who's going and whatever it is. Dennis Johnson came back to me and he said to me, "You see, if you didn't leave and go train with Mills, you would be going to the Olympics because you made the team." And at the meeting, they said, "So what are we going to do about QuillyB? He made the team." And then we said, "Well, no, Sam no make it, so just leave it alone." And he didn't fight for me
Fight for you
to
at
get it.
all.
He didn't
Yeah.
fight for me. And in my space, they put Rodolph Mighty, Hurl Lane, you know, and another guy, three guys they put in front of me and take them. I still haven't hold any grudge for them, but it was a big disappointment for me. You know what I mean? Because
So
that was
of
that
course,
that
and
was
and I understand that you talk about you don't hold any grudge, but um, there was a team that run with Merlin Atty back in the days, and I think with Jackie Pusey and all those girls, and if you talk to them now, they're still hurt and upset about what
no.
happened in the 4x1 relay. They're still
Yeah.
hurt because
Mhm.
they felt like they have been robbed of a medal because Merlin Atty had won her event. I think she
Mhm.
had gotten like a third place medal or something like that, and
Right.
she wanted to run a different leg that she was assigned to run than what she was
Mhm.
assigned to run, and they're still upset. They're still upset. So
I
I could
know.
understand. I could understand.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it
I,
takes.
I'm, I'm a I'm a very forgiving person. I don't forget though, but I'm
Yeah.
forgiving. I went as far as going to Teddy Macook and said, "Mr. Macook, what happened? I mean, I know you saw the race. I know you saw that I finished fifth." He said, "Yeah, Wayne, I saw that you finished fifth, but I can't go against the judges' decisions because it's gonna look like favoritism." I said, "Favoritism? There's nothing favoritism about that. I finished fifth. You are the J3's president. You can tell them."
Mhm.
And they didn't do anything about it. They want to send Rodolph Mighty. I know they want to. He was the upcoming high school star
High
at the
school
time.
sensation, right? I remember.
Yeah,
Right.
that Mighty even come to me several times and said, "Boy, we and I can't believe they do that to you." Even though if I say see Mighty right now, him say the same thing to
Same thing. So he knew within himself that he did not make the
me.
team. Right.
He
Uh,
knew. Mighty said to me, say, Wayne, when I run past the line, when me and Lang dip on the line, we saw you across already. You cross the line and finish the race already.
mhm.
I mean,
Yeah, but I there's a saying that unfair game played twice because they went to the 92 Olympics and the baton has not made it to the finish line yet.
right, right. And everybody get injured that year. Not
Right.
that I celebrate that, but
Yeah, well, I mean, you're not going to celebrate. I have had my own experience with them, but that's a whole different story. Uh,
yeah.
what was the major cause of such a dream-crushing decision? As you said it earlier, that they really wanted to carry Mighty because he was
Hmm.
a upcoming high school sensation. Would you say
Yeah.
that was the major factor in what decision they took?
I think that was a major factor. I think that was a major factor because Mighty did not actually make the team.
Mhm,
You know, they crushed me to put him. You know what I mean? To escalate him.
mhm,
Um, that was my last chance. You know what I mean? I was getting
Mhm.
old and I didn't
Yeah.
plan to go much further. And that was very crushing for me.
Yeah, I
That
can
was,
understand. I can understand that. So looking back now, not fulfilling your Olympic dream, would you view yourself as a failure in the sports of track and field? And if so, why?
no, I don't. Like I said, by me getting up every day and run, competing, traveling the world, that was success in
Mhm.
itself for me. And it's like everything I do, I have to give thanks. Every day you get up, you have to give thanks to God because you didn't expect to get that far. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
And
Got
and,
it.
and, and by God giving you the, you know, the glory to go for that far, I just give thanks.
But what does winning? Winning for many athletes mean different things. What does win mean to you?
Winning for me, it showed that my hard work has been paid off. You know
Uh-huh.
what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I was one guy who never liked to hold my hand up when I win, when I beat somebody. But every now and then the hand will go up because it feels so, you know, you might not even realize that you're going to do. But
Yeah.
sometimes the excitement of knowing that you won this race, your hand go up and you don't realize that. People might look at it a way like, hey, this guy's cocky, but it's not. That's not being cocky. It's just
Right.
overjoyed.
Overjoyed. Overjoyed. Okay. What are some of the lessons you have learned from your track and field career that that you would like to share with upcoming athletes?
Track and field shaped my life, Track and field shaped my whole life. I mean, basically everything that I do, I refer to track
The spin-off.
of a spin-off of it because it shaped my whole life. Everything I do, everywhere I go, everything. It's like track is what makes me.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Track and field is what makes me. Like I told somebody, I said, without track, I don't know where I would be today. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
and it helps me to be disciplined.
Right.
I learned a lot of discipline from track and field. And
Yeah.
and you know, going to school, I was never one of the kids that really love school, but track and field kept me in school. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
Yes. Yes.
because of that, I learned a lot from track, and it's just the best thing that happened to me.
All right. So we're gonna move into the second segment. Um, second segment because I want to make this video maybe about 20 minutes long,
Hmm.
um, but we have not finished all what we want to talk about. So yeah, this will be the second portion of so you're gonna have a part one and a part two. All
All
right.
right. Go
Yeah.
for it.
So there's a major push, right? There's a major push to get transgender to compete in major international meet. What
Hmm.
is your take on that? What is your take on that? I can understand some people. Some people say that they should have their own event where those type of people run into that event because it's unfair for a male who want to change to the opposite sex to compete with them.
Most of
They are at an advantage.
right, right.
What is your take on that?
That's exactly what I think because I think they should actually create a different event that creates something in the Olympics or whatever it is for those type of people.
Mhm.
For the simple reason, when you're born a male, you're born with a certain amount of testosterone.
Mhm.
When you change your sexuality to whatever it is to a woman, you still maintain that strength from
Mhm.
from being a man. It's not fair to compete with a woman then with a woman race. If you go compete with a woman, you have a big advantage over them.
Right.
I don't believe they should.
I don't
You know what
believe
I
they
mean?
should. Mhm.
No, a girl want to turn a boy, she ain't gonna be able to compete with a man. Simple, because
Simple.
she's born a girl. So
So,
for the ones now the one from South Africa, Semenya, and
Semenya,
and these
Casta
and these
Semenya. Mhm.
right, those are very tricky in terms of they are what they are because of no choice of their own. They were born like that.
They were born like that. Correct.
And I don't think they should be punished for something that
they have nothing to do with.
have
Yes.
nothing to do.
Yes. Yes. I strongly.
In terms of the transgenders and stuff, I think really and truly, like you said, they should have a different event for them to
For them.
compete in. It wouldn't be fair for a guy turn a girl and then compete with the girls.
No, I think that is unfair, and I don't think there should be any even conversation about it, because it just don't it's just unfair by even just the thought. It is unfair, and I remember watching a event, and I think it was on YouTube in Connecticut, where these girls were running, competing with these transgender athletes, and they were upset because they always come behind them, and and they just couldn't win. They just couldn't beat them, and they were really upset, and I could understand why.
I would too. I would too.
So with that said, so what is it? What is your take on where track and field is heading? Because it seems as if they want to change the whole dynamics of track and field. Again, with transgender, all that type of thing.
Even with the spikes, I heard they're trying to make spikes know where you can run even faster. Spikes can help you to run even faster. Well, look, track and field is heading into a direction, I mean, I would say successful anyway, because technology increase. It's not like back in our days, you know what I mean? There's so much technologies now. Like, for example, even in Jamaica, when we were young, we want to leave, come to America, so we think we could run faster.
Correct.
Because we come to America, we're gonna get the good food and we're gonna get the good training. No, it's happening in Jamaica. Everybody wants to go.
Everybody wants, yes. You know what I mean? And coaches are much smarter now, eh?
Right. Well, our coaches were smart from way back, They just didn't have the resources.
The resources, right?
They didn't have the resources. And I remember back in '89, GC Foster do a column, a thing on me. He said, "Why is it that all the young athletes want to go to America to run fast? And how is it that athletes like Wayne Watson, before I came here, stayed in Jamaica, trained in Jamaica, and do incredibly well on the international scene? Because I've been making the Jamaica team from out live in Jamaica before I come to America." And that's when Dennis Johnson went to the IAF at that time. During that time, after the Bolts of Lightning, DJ was able to go to the IAF and say, "See, I coach a set of guys in Jamaica locally, and they run fast and set records. So I'm looking for some sponsorship to sponsor Jamaica teams here, so we can keep our athletes in Jamaica to train." Because we heard Carl Lewis, John Drummond, and these guys was fussing one time about all these athletes coming from Jamaica and everybody coming here and learning from us and taking our resources and everything, take it back to Jamaica, and now they're eating us with it. So we decided to keep it right in Jamaica.
Yeah, what can I say? I mean, Jamaica has been knocking on the door for so long, for years.
Well, the funny thing about it, Dennis, I don't think a lot of people recognize that we have a lot of Jamaicans for years that have been winning gold medals and stuff. They just compete with other countries, but they're Jamaicans.
Right, absolutely. You have Linford Christie, right? You have Johnson, so many of them.
Haley, all these Sanja Farmer Patricks, all these
people, all those,
they're all Jamaican.
They're all Jamaican. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. There's a big myth out there, right? There's a big myth out there that athletes only tend to major in physical education. What do you have to say about that?
Maybe I should. Maybe that's what I should major when I was in college.
Well, I feel the same. I feel the same way too.
I think my problem with that was when I was in Jamaica before I came to America. They used to talk about it and said, "Man, I can't believe these guys go to America, go to universities and majoring in PE and laugh."
Mm.
You know, when they used to laugh at people, so I used to think it was a bad thing. But
I
no,
do too.
I recognized. I said, man, that's what I should have majored it
Yeah,
because
yeah, I feel the same way
I
too,
love
man.
that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, I feel the same way too, man. I definitely feel the same way.
You people do good in the things that they are comfortable with,
Mm. And love,
and
yeah,
and track and field for me is a passion. Not was a passion, is a passion.
so it still
So
is.
whatever it is, I would make sure I learn the best. You know what I mean? So I can pass it on.
Right, right, right. All
Mhm.
right, so we're gonna jump to Hall of Fame, right? You were selected to be inducted in the Alabama A&M Athletic Hall of Fame in 2012, right?
Yes, sir.
You were also recognized and inducted into the Huntsville Madison County Hall of Fame. I hope I got that right.
Yes, yes.
And inducted there as well. Those are major achievement. Um,
Major accomplishment for me.
major
Yes.
major achievement. How did those honors um, and recognition make you feel? Tell us a little bit about that.
It gives you a good feeling inside. Know that you've been appreciated.
Mm.
It might come late in life, but whenever it comes, it comes.
Yeah,
And those were some great moments for me. To be there and realize that people look at you now are like, wow, I didn't know he was that good. You know what I mean?
right.
It's a great feeling, man.
Mm, mm.
I was also inducted in the Hall of Fame at UTech, but I was not there for the ceremony. But I sent pictures, but I was there. I was inducted there too.
Okay, because that was gonna be my next question because okay, after doing so well for UTech and all that, then I figure that they would have done that at least by now. So what about the J3s or maybe I should say Jamaica? What sort of recognition has they bestowed upon you for your many years of contribution to track and field?
Actually, that year when Prince Harry went to Jamaica, when Usain
Yes.
Bolt had a little fun thing,
Mm-hmm.
we were supposed to be there. The team, the Bolts of Lightning, was supposed to be there. They actually honored us that time.
That time, okay.
Yes, yes. They honored Bolts of Lightning, but only I think John Muir was the only one that was able to attend at the
That
time.
time. Mm-hmm.
So I can't say they didn't do anything for me. Yes, they honored us.
Okay. All right. So earlier in the interview, you talk about how fate has played an integral part of your track and field career, and it seems like it's something that was really this instilling you with through your grandmother most of all.
Mhm.
What role would you say that fate has played in your development for success?
Faith play in everything. Every. I mean, I used to have a thing over my bed said, "I can do all things through Christ who
Christ,
strengthens me."
definitely. Yes,
And
yes.
I never leave that. I never leave that. I remember when the year when I was supposed to die, based on what the doctor said when I was 15,
Mm-hmm.
sick that year, and my grandmother put her hand on my chest, and I remember she said to me, "All I want you to do is believe." And when she prayed and she prayed, then it's I
Mm-hmm.
believe. And
Mm-hmm.
that was the last time since 1980. That was in 1980 when I was 15 years old. That's the
Mm-hmm.
last asthma attack I ever had.
Well, just so you know, you just tell people how old you are.
Yes. Hey, I'm pretty sure they'll see the grave and everything. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But but
Yeah.
but but it has played an integral part in my life, Dennis. I have always, I might not say it a lot, but I don't do things without
Praying.
praying,
Mm,
conferring with my God. And
yeah.
my famous line was always, before I compete, I normally go away by myself and be
Mm-hmm.
at peace with myself and
Yeah.
God.
Yes.
That's all I
Yes.
do.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Absolutely. All right. I won't add anything to that because you know the interview is about you, not about me. so I won't add anything to that, Bas. But I
And
understand you.
what I can say about you, what I can say is that going to school and knowing you at that time, especially at A&M, we inspire each other.
Yeah.
We will both inspiration for each other. You
Yeah.
push me and I push you.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I mean? And we push each other
Yeah. Yeah.
to success.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And those people who were around at that time can attest to that as well too. So
Right, right,
that's
right.
mhm. All right. So getting closer now to the end. Uh, Tell us a little bit about your business. We know that you have a business there operating in
Yes,
Huntsville.
sir.
Tell us what
Mhm.
the type of services that you provide, and if you have a website, now is a good time to tell us whether you have a website or on social media. Tell us where it is located and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, me and my lady, we have a grocery store. It's
Mhm.
a Caribbean grocery store. We sell a lot of Caribbean stuff. So people don't have to go far to get their good Jamaican stuff here. We have it.
Yeah.
Everything they're looking for, we have it. And if we don't have it, we'll get it for them. And we're right there in Sparkman Drive.
Apartment Drive. Okay.
Yardie Caribbean Groceries.
Mhm.
We are on Instagram, Google, and Facebook.
Okay.
And the business is doing very well.
Okay. So it's not like when we were there. When
Right.
back when I was there, we didn't have nowhere to get Jamaican food from and all that type of thing.
Right,
Now
right.
it's right at their fingertip.
Yes, I don't sell the cooked food, but we sell the stuff that you use to cook. You come there, you shop, you get everything you need
All
for
the
your cooking
produce.
purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
From
Fantastic.
produce to canned goods, everything.
Fantastic. All right.
Yeah.
So we have come now to the end. Any last words that you would like to say here? We want to make sure that I'm going to plug right here that we are asking you guys to go ahead and subscribe. We're asking you guys to like, leave us a comment, and if you have a story, let us know. You never know, you might be the next person we interview. Any last words you want to say here?
No, I just want to say, Ben, for these young athletes that's coming up, boy, I really wish them all the best. I want them to take a leaf out of some of us book and keep going. Just work hard, and they will accomplish their goal.